Studying immunosuppressants today. First, we have this antigen here, which comes from the external environment. Then we have this second player, antigen presenting cell, which can either be a B cell or a macrophage or a dendritic cell. Now this antigen presenting cells present this antigen to this CD4 helper cell using this MHC class 2 molecule. Now this MHC class 2 molecule using this CD3, which acts as a signal transduction molecule. Signal transduction molecule results in formation of the substance known as calcineurin. Calcineurin, which forms a very important class of drug. This is calcineurin. This is not important. This results in formation, eventually results in formation of an interleukin 2 molecule, which further acts on this T cell using its receptor, that is CD25. Now this results in activation of JAK-STAT and mTOR pathway, which eventually results in DNA replication. And this DNA replication eventually causes the release of pro-inflammatory factors like TNF-alpha, interleukin 1 and interleukin 6. So we are going to study all the drugs related to this immunosuppressants category. So first we have this CD3 inhibitor, that is muromonab. It's a first generation monoclonal antibody against CD3. Now we have this another pathway. Now this APC and this CD4 molecule have an interaction known as co-stimulation, which is necessary for the CD4 T cell to produce interleukin 2. Now this co-stimulation is mediated by CD80, CD86 and CD28 interactions. So we have co-stimulation inhibitors for these for acting against this, which includes abatacept and belatacept as drugs. Now we have this calcineurin. Now this calcineurin, there are drugs which can inhibit this calcineurin formation known as calcineurin inhibitors, which are two major classes of drugs like cyclosporin and tacrolimus. Now this interleukin 2 acts on this molecule known as interleukin 2 acts on this receptor known as CD25. Now we have CD25 inhibitors. It's a very important question. What is the CD25 inhibitor? Basiliximab and daclizumab are the two CD25 inhibitors. Now we have JAK-STAT inhibitors and mTOR pathway inhibitors. JAK-STAT inhibitor drugs include tofacitinib and baricitinib. And this mTOR pathway inhibitor include sirolimus and everolimus. These are very important drugs. They are also used in drug-eluting stents. Please don't confuse between everolimus and tacrolimus. These are different classes of drugs. Now this results in DNA replication as an end result, and we have certain drugs to block this DNA replication, which include mycophenolate mofetil, azathioprine, and certain cytotoxic agents like methotrexate, cyclophosphamide, chlorambucil, and metronidazole. Now there are certain mediators which are released like TNF-alpha. Now we have drugs which are specific inhibitors of this mediators, like TNF-alpha inhibitors include infliximab, etanercept. Then we have interleukin 1 inhibitor known as anakinra. Then we have interleukin 6 inhibitors in tocilizumab and sarilumab. These were extensively used in COVID. And we have a CD52 inhibitor, almentuzumab. This is a very important MCQ. So let's just recap what we have studied. We have CD3 inhibitors, moromumab. We have co-stimulation inhibitors, which are abatacept and belatacept. Then we have calcineurin inhibitors, cyclosporin, tacrolimus. We have CD25 inhibitors as basiliximab and daclizumab. We have JAK-STAT inhibitor in form of tofacitinib and baricitinib. We have mTOR inhibitor in form of sirolimus, everolimus. Then we have DNA replication inhibitors in form of mycophenolate mofetil, azathioprine, and cytotoxic agents like methotrexate, cyclophosphamide, and chlorambucil. We have TNF-1 alpha inhibitors, including infliximab and etanercept, anakinra as interleukin 1 inhibitor, tocilizumab, sarilumab, and almentuzumab. We're done.